I remember when I was playing Barcelona, I remember one time we played in 2009, we played the final against Manchester United. And we played Rome, yeah. The day before the game, I think I slept only 2 hours because I was thinking. Because playing Rooney, playing Berbatov, playing Cristiano Ronaldo, Giggs was there, and it was a big United. I think I remember only Fletcher didn't play that game because it was a red card, right? Suspended. But that game, I remember Alves suspended, Abidal suspended as well, and Marquez was injured, and we have to reshape. And that time, Guardiola have to reshape the defense. And we were thinking, now who's gonna play in defense? And the coach coming to me and said, yeah, you can play in defense. I said, oh, because me, I was like, very open, excited when you tell me, because it's not like I love problems. When things come in with no solution, I always find myself as a solution. But when I say that to him, is after 2 days later, I was like, geez, maybe I think I make a mistake there. I cannot go back to it. I cannot tell him like, look, coach, maybe we can try someone else there. Maybe, I don't know. And I remember that time, Samuel Eto'o was on me for 4 days. He said, yeah, you want to play defender. In Barcelona, if you will lose the game and it's your mistake, your career can be ruining.
That is the least helpful advice ever from Samuel Eto'o.
Exactly. And that was something like, after that, I was like, yeah, what am I doing? How I can change? Maybe I may get sick or, run from the game. But at some point was something, was so delighted when we win in the end, because I feel that the help, the support, because in the bad period, when my teammate was looking, who's going to play in the back? Who's going to play central back? Piqué was there. Puyol have to play right back because Alves was suspended and we don't have any right back left. And then the left back, Abidal was suspended, but Civilian played that game, and Civilian can play that. And it was like only me or Busquets or Seydou Keita can play there. But Seydou Keita, when the question was asked, he said, me, I'm not involved. No. When you look at Busquets, he was looking somewhere else. And it's always me like, yeah, but okay, what am I do? Okay, I play coach. Wow. It was incredible. It was incredible.
And how long after the whistle blew at the start of the match did that fear disappear for you?
Well, it's at the game when we after 5 minutes, I think I remember, because it's like it was yesterday, because that was my brain, because that's the game who marked me for a long period, because it was beautiful first, and it was the first final I played in the Champions League. For me, was all dreams, right? After 5 minutes, I think Piqué get the ball. I think I think we were keeping the ball. We lose the ball in the middle, and Ronaldo run that way, and Rooney other side, and Piqué was running, and I think I slept a bit. And Piqué recovered for me, and after that I get the ball, and he said, oh yeah, don't worry, I'm here, I'm gonna support you. After that moment, I feel like, yeah, I think I have the support. And Puyol after that came close to me, said, yeah, relax, don't worry, it's okay, it's a game, don't worry, we're gonna deal with it. But anything, if you go, we cover you. And after that, I get on with it.
So those leaders in the team
definitely
stood up for you in that moment.
Exactly. That's why sometimes when I get the question from youth with experienced players, that's how experienced players make the difference in youth, right? Like those young, they cannot deal. Sometimes it's difficult for you to deal with this kind of matter. Yeah. You need someone with experience and with the what I mean. This kind of control and feel self-confident coming close to you and say, oh, don't worry, guys, we are there.
You said that Lionel Messi was quiet.
Yeah.
And he was younger than you.
Yeah.
Do you remember the moment that you realised actually how good he was as a footballer?
On the final of Champions League 2009 against United. Why? Okay, Samuel Eto'o scored the first goal. And he scored the last goal, but actually was between Ferdinand and Vidić, because Ferdinand and Vidić, wow, what a two defender. They was massive, strong, good in the air. And Messi scored a goal with the head as well, And it was Van der Sar on the goal. And it was incredible. Guys, we can breathe. Give the ball to those ones, And I remember in the dressing room, the manager would say, like, guys, when we get the ball, we don't try the defender way we get the ball. We have to give the ball to Iniesta or Messi. They have to get the ball. And Messi at some point, That's how, after people were talking about it, false nine, because he was moving everywhere. Sometimes he leave the space. And that's where I think Ferdinand and Rio was confused, because they used to have a number 9. And like that, they feel like, they have to stand the position.
Yeah.
Because Messi was just leaving his position. They don't know how to do it. That means sometimes we end up 4 or 5 v2 or 3 in the midfield against United. And United, they don't know how to handle it, because the defender, Vidić and Ferdinand, one of them was not following in the middle. And that's why we make the difference. And we just reckoned that straight away. When we play after 10 minutes, we reckoned that, and we said to Messi, drop. And he dropped by himself. He filled the game by himself, and he was perfect.
Can I ask you about, there was a motivational video that Guardiola played before that 2009 final.
Yeah.
Tell us. It feels like everyone's talking about morning routines right now. Wake up at 5 a.m, cold plunge, journal. It all sounds great, but if you've got a busy life or a job or kids like I have, the truth is, it just isn't realistic. I've learned from some of the best performers in the world that the routines that work are the ones that you can stick to. So one thing that I do pretty much without fail is take AG1. I drink 1 scoop mixed with water, usually before my morning coffee. It's such an easy way to get vitamins, minerals, and good bacteria for your gut all in one go. I also think it tastes great. And the truth is that if I don't take it for a couple of days, I notice my focus, my energy starting to drop off. And with so many supplements out there, it's so hard to know what to trust. Well, AG1 is third-party tested and informed sports certified. That's why it's trusted by elite athletes. To try it, go to drinkag1.com/highperformance and pay £59 instead of £79 for your first month, plus a free welcome kit, vitamin D3 and K2, and 5 travel packs. And hey, if it's not for you, they'll refund your first order in full within 30 days, risk-free.
This kind of video bring up all your emotion, right? Because in that sense of, when I see myself in that, for example, I will tell you the way I see it, because on that period when I was in Barcelona, when I see that, I was like, emotionally, I was like high. When I say high, is that positive way, right? Because I was like, you speak with the guys, analytic guys, they take a video, they take in all the seconds of the season of each of the players or the teammate, of you as well. And they make a nice graphic for 10 minutes. For us, it was beautiful. It was something amazing, because you see, for example, Xavi is small, he fight, he gets scratched after he talk, after you see Samuel Eto'o fight on there, and me, I come in, cover it. It's all these seconds of video, you will show it, and this moment. And we were all in the dressing room, sat and there, watching there. We were like, and I remember in the end of that, 2 of players was like, they were crying.
Were you crying?
Me, I'm not crying.
Come on, who was crying?
Some of the players was crying. Even me, I was laughing. But in the same way as well, it was like all positive, right? We were like, Jesus, we need to fight for each other. And when we fight for each other, because the video was saying that what people don't see, he sees, the manager, the staff, even the camera, the guys from the analytics sees, right? And sometimes even me as well, when your game, the action is going, I fight on there. After that, when the ball go there, you have to follow. Sometimes you don't see your teammate there, he's struggling, he's fighting, coming back, or his injury, he fighting, and those things, they put that all in the light. And that was for 10 minutes, and we were like, oh, geez, Xavi, I love you. Iniesta, I love you. You know what that's and we go fight together. And it's brilliant. It's so good idea, yeah.
So the film that Pep had put together for you the night before the Champions League final, it wasn't a film of your greatest goals and your greatest passes.
No.
It was a video of you as brothers.
Exactly.
Fighting for
each other. Fighting for each other. And that was, I think for me, that was a fantastic idea. And at the end of the game, before going to the pitch, after the videos, he didn't say nothing. And we knew what we have to do. Fight for each other and get for that. Because even in the mountain, we're saying like, if we fight together, we can achieve. And that's brilliant. Sometimes emotionally it works. And that's chapeau. It was really good.